Hello, welcome to a late night spontaneous thank you, blessed balls. Hello, Joshy boy, thank you. Hopefully that's remedied now. Let me know. Do we have a thumbs up on the sound now? Are we good? Can you hear me? Can't hear ya. Hi, White Feather. All right, hopefully that's all. Those are delayed now and you can now hear me. If not, then plan B. Yeah, so today was Alameda, and today was an interesting day out at Alameda. Cool. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate you. All right, Joshy boy, super low, says White Feather. Darn it. I don't know what I can do about that one. I can talk louder. I can put them. Let's just try that. How's that? Is that okay? Hello, Jen B. Welcome in. All right, ditching that thing. Hopefully the sound's still here and it's better, or at least louder. So yeah, today was Alameda, a really great day. Watch for the Alameda video to drop tomorrow. But I just wanted to do a quick little treasure reveal from what I got today. Oh, and there are a couple things that I got on Friday. The 4th of July sale was interesting as well. If you caught the 4th of July parade, good, White Feather, thank you. If you caught the 4th of July parade, I don't have my secondary device right now, so I'm going to be a little bit behind on the chat. Or I may just completely miss some messages. Yeah, at the 4th of July parade, we had a sale afterwards. And there were 4 of us, well, 5 of us total selling there. And mostly we ended up selling back and forth to each other, which was funny and interesting. But that ended up yielding some results for today as well, because one of the pieces I ended up selling today at Alameda because one of the dealers I was with thought someone else would like it, and they did. And the glasses are different. Yes, Gina. These glasses I use for a little bit more close-up inspection. And so I just happened to be wearing these because I was just looking at the stuff that I got. I haven't really inspected it too close, but I wanted to show it. Just figured I'd show it off, and then I'm gonna finish my video from today with the treasures that today yielded. So here we go. I was gonna save this for last, but look at this. It was one of the first pieces I bought, so why not? Hello, 710. Welcome in. Yeah, check that out. And I wasn't quite sure when I was first walking up, the stone it wasn't getting a whole lot of light. So at first I thought maybe it was like a citrine, like a Madeira citrine, but then when I got closer I could see the spangles. And then I'm like, oh, look at that. It's a matte polished amber. So, or a matte finished rather. But really, really great piece. And it's a big one too. Ah! Yeah, that's an awesome one. Hello, Rhonda. Yeah, I was pretty happy to find that. And, well, let's just knock the other amber one out of the way as well. Oh, this amber necklace. I don't buy a whole lot of this style, like the sliver chips, but this one was just, it was pretty exceptional. The variety of the chips and also the shape of these, it's a real broad, like a nice broad chip. So like it's a thin but heavy chip. And I'm gonna put a different clasp on that. I think that this was one of those collections that had a lot of lobster clasps like this. So I think that I didn't get a notification. Darn it, Tanya. I know that's been happening so much lately. Maybe you should unsubscribe and resubscribe and ring that bell again. Sometimes that does the trick. But yeah, I was pretty stoked because this just had, looks like the sunset, right, White Feather? Hello, Francis Marlowe, welcome in. Yeah, beautiful variety. Egg yolk, butterscotch, honey, cognac. Oh, some green. Wow. Yeah, so that was fun. I was pretty stoked to find that one. I should have got my secondary device. I don't even know where that is. I think it's still buried in my show stuff. I actually set up a little table out there today, so it was an interesting day today. Today was the first day that I might as well share this. I went with a $500 budget. I just had $500 cash that I got before I left. And I said, I'm going to see what I can do with this, because I also knew that I was going to be setting up. And I'm like, well, let's see. And honestly, traditionally, for me, selling at Alameda has usually been pretty, it's never been worth it, honestly. So the way the shopping works, yeah, I've never been able to shop and sell and have the selling part be worth it. But I was able to just set up a table today, and it was with my friends, and so I was able to shop, and they were able to tend the table, and yeah, so that was pretty cool. So when I was setting it up, I sold a bunch of stuff. And then I had a whole bunch of cash to go take out and shop. And so, long story short, and things kept selling through the day as well. I'm multitasking, sending invoices, so blanket hello, everyone. Yes, Tanya, please do that. Everyone wants you to send invoices. They would rather you say blanket hello and get those invoices sent out. So, way to multitask. So I could probably go blah, 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 blah on for another 20 minutes with the details of the day, but long story short, I went there with $500 cash, and I left there with $523, I think it was, a little over $500, and everything that I'm going to show you here. So yeah, that was a pretty good day. I was pretty happy with that. So this pretty unusual carved abalone cameo, a really cool marcasite brooch. Look at some of those marcasites in there, like these doubled up. Oh yeah, those are fantastic. And then it's a brooch and a pendant, so any day you break even is a good day. Yeah, totally. So, and I didn't I didn't sell that much. I have to figure out how much I sold still. So there, you know, I have to get the whole story. Um, but most of the stuff I sold was just stuff that's been sitting around that I kind of wanted to clear out. Um, let's see, one thing I did sell the Tiffany horn that was sitting around here. Um, yeah, it was pretty funny because the guy that bought it, yeah, so that was a brooch and a pendant, just so you know. The guy that bought it, um, you know, he bought it and he was trying to blow on it. He's like, oh, it's a horn, really? It works? And he didn't care. He was going to buy it either way. I think he was just going to stick it on his desk or something. But yeah, he couldn't get it to blow, so I grabbed it and I just went, "Brrr," and he's like, oh, 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 okay. It works. It really works. And he grabbed it back and put it in his bag and off he went with it. So, yeah. Oh, and the giant amethyst sold also. So a lady came and took it away. So I did just see that. Geez, I should go get my secondary device. I feel bad. I know I'm going to be missing chat. I see 3 messages at a time. Yeah, Tanya, the giant amethyst, it went bye-bye. So, yeah. Here we go. Get those treasures flowing. Nice fleur-de-lis ring. Super heavy one. Who is that? Anne King. Oh, I think this is all going to be reversed. I'm just showing everything off, Elizabeth. Yep. Just a quick little... I'm actually pretty beat. I was just talking to Tanya, and she's like, oh, I just wanted to talk to you before you went to bed. I figured you've been up all day. Probably going to be crashing out. And she's right. I am going to be crashing out soon. But my head was buzzing, and I was either going to shoot video to finish my day off or go live and show this stuff. So I just decided, hey, I'm going to go live and show this stuff. And tomorrow I'll finish my video, get the edit out, and that'll drop later tomorrow. So look for the video for Alameda to drop tomorrow. Sterling silver, garnet, I think they're garnet, amethyst, iolite, and I'm not sure what that green one is. Could be peridot. Almost looks like, what is that? Prasiolite, the green amethyst. So those could be just 3 colors of amethyst on the bottom right there. But this was great. I wish I would have found this lady earlier in the day, because you guys would have had so many more nice earrings like this to choose from. She had great earrings. She had them all put on these nice little cards. Yeah, but I did pick up a couple of them, and these ones, geez, they didn't look this hairy out in the wild. I haven't been home that long. Hello, Nancy. These ones are sweet. Looks like little moonstone in the bottom. And opal and peridot. Very nice, very elegant. She had a bunch of earrings that were just very wearable. A lot of bang for the buck. These ones, she had a bunch of studs too, but only a couple of them that really resonated with me. But I could see if people would be all over them. These are great too. What do we call that? Azurite, malachite, azure malachite. Oh, wow! I've been having a run on these. Are you sure? Can you share anything you know about Santo Domingo pieces? Well, Blessed Baubles, I think one of the most common things known about Santo Domingo pieces is that a lot of them were found from, or a lot of them were made from whatever they could find in the in their environment. So they were made with non-traditional materials and a lot of beadwork as well. But old Santo Domingo pieces, they look very primitive and almost, well, they look very primitive and kind of, some of them look like they could have been like an art project or, yeah, I think they're just primitive is a good way to put it. And some of them were actually made from old Dairy Queen. I think they were Dairy Queen spoons or forks or one of the Dairy Queen utensils. So there's that Dairy Queen red that you see in the old pieces. But yeah, I've been having a little run on these blister pearl rings. This one's a little dainty one. Nice little setting in it. Marked sterling on the inside there. And man, my fingers, wow. I should have cleaned my hands after a day of digging. But honestly, that's the reality of digging through. You know, if you watch some of the video, I didn't get a lot of the digging on video today, but I did get a little bit of it. But when you're out there for, geez, I got there at 6:30. Yeah, I got there at 6:30 and left about 2. And a majority of that time was spent out digging. So yeah, digging through stuff, you get pretty grungy. So please excuse the grungy nails. Check out this ring. I'm not sure who the designer is on it, but it's really, really well made. Sterling and smoky quartz. I can't see what that, maybe you guys recognize that or can see it. But what did I miss? Oh, yeah. It's another one of those, Jen. Yes, it is. I didn't see Mustang Lover, but I see Elizabeth saying hi to Mustang Lover. Oh, Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. Oh, geez. Now I'm all creeped out. There. Beautiful. What is that, Chrissa? Or, dang it, why do I always forget that one? It's one of the rhodas. Rhodochrosite. There we go. You can see some of that nice banding in there. Really nice quality on these. Hello, alien. Welcome in. And anybody that I'm missing, I'm sorry. I can only see like 1 or 2, 3 sometimes chat messages at a time. But yeah, Sherry, those are really nice. When I saw those, I was like, oh, wow, yeah. And these, I don't know. I'm a little bit torn. I like them. I like them how they are. They have a nice patina. Check out that. What do we call that one? Grape jelly. Look at that grape jelly amethyst on there. And look at that nice dark patina. This entire jewelry, this entire case of jewelry was dark like this. So I don't know if it's just been sitting there for a long time or it was exposed to some kind of environmental condition that made it have a dark patina, but all the pieces had serious patina on them. But those are great. And check it out. What? 2 pairs? You can have the faceted ones, the little shadow box design, or you can have the cabs, the big oval cabs with the little twisted rope bezel. Very nice. Oh, gee whiz. 24 people. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming and checking out this quick loot reveal from Alameda today. Oh, man. Check that one out. Oh, that box is gross. Yeah. Not for the faint of heart tonight. Yeah, check out this Brutalist ring. The rare Brutalist ring with gemstones. Well, less common, I guess, not rare. But I knew as soon as I saw this, I'm like, oh, man. I hope the price isn't just way up there, because I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to leave this one behind. It's just really... Doug, I found my bracelet on your store. Lesson learned, don't wait or hesitate. Oh, Francis, show me the... send me an email to which one it is. How much did the price go up? Or did it? Because most of the time it goes up considerably once it hits my store, so. There we go. That actually does fit on my pinky, and wow. I love it, but there's no way I could wear this. I'd be knocking those things out and within minutes. Oh, speaking of which, I almost forgot. I put that on today and forgot. Okay, well, think about 70. 70 is what it is now, or what it was then. Yeah, you know what, Francis? I'll tell you what. I typically don't do this, but if you're still interested in it, I'll give it to you at whatever price I had offered it for here. You don't have to buy it out of the store. So just shoot me an email with the information. And surprisingly, things have been selling pretty well for this time of year when it's kind of slow in general. Check these earrings out. I couldn't believe that these were still sitting there. Maybe Nancy, my store is on eBay, actually. I'm not sure if it's in the description to this live stream. I think in my default, yeah, I'm not remembering. I don't remember, but I think in my default, my eBay store is in the description of the stream. If not, if you go to my landing page and look at the little bio, click on the little more thing. I actually have a Ruby Lane store, an eBay store, and an Etsy store. And the links for all those are in there. But yeah, I was surprised these were still out. Now, no, it's 135. Okay, well, if it's 135 now, Francis, and I told you 70 before, then yeah, just send me which one it is, and I'll delist it, and I'll send you an invoice for 70. Yeah, so like I was saying, I thought maybe these just got put out because I was surprised they were still there. Really cool design. Really unusual. You're welcome, Francis. I'm glad you found it because I couldn't remember which one it was. I was just talking to Tanya about that. That's something that's actually changed in the last year. That's something that's actually changed quite a bit since I started doing YouTube. I used to know every piece. Yeah. Knew where it came from. I remember the context of buying it and the price. Typically the price. Sometimes I was maybe not remembering that exactly, but usually on it. But yes, now I'm doing such a high volume and selling so many things every week that Oh yeah, just don't remember it all. So, like, where did that come from? Who did I buy that from? Oh yeah, that's right. You know, buy a group of 10 items and then buy a group of 5 items and then 2 items and they're all in the same bag together and then right after pounds and pounds it's all a blur. Yeah, totally. Where's my little, do I have my little helper here? Here. Yeah, Tanya. Francis understands too. I think a lot of us get it. All right, well, this is kind of a pain. Couple more pairs of earrings, not too much more. Oh, actually there is more. I forgot I have a whole another little container here. All right. Nice little amber earrings. Man, look at all the spangles in that. Yeah, that too, Alien. I'm sure that has a lot to do with it as well. Don't have memory banks that it had before. Ooh, wow. So, like those hanging earrings that I found, I felt like these ones had just come out as well because I couldn't believe they were still sitting there. First I thought maybe they were enamel, but I'm pretty sure these are all stone. Spiny, turquoise, either jet or onyx. Looks like onyx most likely. And what's that? What's the green one? Tanya. I'm always surprised when I dig through my jewelry. It's fun. Yeah, right? Oh my goodness. There was a lot of jewelry out today. Man, I tell you, it was something else. These are pretty sweet. The card, you know, I'm not sure. I'd rather show you this card than my fingernail. So there we go. Nice little egg yolk and butterscotchy amber button earrings. Very sweet. Very sweet one. Oh, I already showed this one off. I don't know. I guess I want to show it again because I put it back in the tray. So show it again. And also while I'm here, may as well show you, check this out. Check out the green, that green turquoise. Nice example of an old Fred Harvey era. Stamped, check out the stamp work on this. Snakes. Nice hand stamp. Nice hand stamping on that. And just a really, man, I love that stone. Fantastic green. And I slipped it on my pinky and forgot that it was even there. So, I don't know. That one might have to stay there for a while. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And this, what the heck? Wow. Super fine. I need a pretzel. Darn it. Oh, I may have a pretzel, actually. Hold on just a second. All right, thanks for hanging on. Couldn't find a pretzel, but I got a toothpick. Man, I was getting the finger cramps going. But check this thing out. I still have a hard time believing the stonework on this. I mean, are you seeing the size of this? Pretzel, that's a tribute to Bruce and Dennis. The pretzel. But I got a toothpick. But yeah, check this thing out. I couldn't believe it. When I saw it, I was kind of like dumbfounded. Unbelievably fine lapidary work on that. I mean, do I have to say Zuni? Oh, look, it's signed. I didn't see the... I'm sure JD is Zuni. Here. Rude. Wow. Yeah, man. Unbelievable how fine this thing is. Look at that, the silver work. Where's a penny to put this next to? Holy moly. I mean, you're seeing the toothpick. Wow. Yeah, that thing is just amazing. I was super stoked to find that. And funny, I found that from a guy that I saw yesterday at Dianza. Saw him at the end of the day when I was leaving. And he had an entire new group of stuff today. So between the end of, this is just an indicator of what this business is like. Between the end of yesterday at Dianza and today, he had acquired a whole nother large group of jewelry. Because when he just throws everything that he's got out on the table, and yeah, so he had that today. Okay, made it through. Oh, not quite through that, actually. This is sweet. I've had a couple of these over the years. Old school business card holder. I think our business cards are a little too wide today. Have to have a custom shape made for this, but really cool. Check out that curved design. Nice little turquoise glass button on there. It's not actually a button, it's just a little, it's a nub to open it with. But that's cool. Nice vanity item. Always like to pick those up. And also, this is handy to have. White feather. That must be getting to see all the pretty things. Yeah. Well, you know what, White feather? I'm going to be dropping a video tomorrow where you're going to get to see a lot of the pretty things that I got to see today. So a good little sample of it. But got this as well. These are always nice. Oh, hey, look at that. We can get a little zoomy. Oh, maybe we should do Mad Libs like this. Yeah, that would be pretty appropriate. Could even do some, well, getting the tired goggles, Carrie. Well, it is getting late, so that is most of what I got. But I also got this little, check this thing out. Wow, what a great little pot. And oh, wouldn't you know it? What's inside? Wow, there's more in there than I remember. Let's just see. First off, what was that faced backwards there? Now it's upside down. What's up, Loki? What's going on, buddy? Yeah, me too. Me too, Elizabeth. I'm a big pottery fan. I don't know. I think Loki just fell off the counter there. Beautiful pink shell. Could be conch. Really nice cameo. I was looking at it. When you view it at different angles, it still looks really nice. Like a lot of cameos, it feels like they're carved to view well face on. And this one just, it carries well across angles. I could have sped that last angle up a little bit, but really beautiful. It is a signed one too. Fairly rare to see cameos actually signed. So I don't know if you can see that. But beautiful carving on that. Of course, when I first saw it, I was like, oh man, a lot of times those are gold. That one could be gold. But obviously that one's gold filled. Because you can see on the back there, that wear to the base metal. So sometimes there's a little wear there from a high carat gold to a low carat gold. So it is worth polishing them up and checking them out. But that one to me looks pretty obviously gold filled. But just be aware. There are gold items where gold is plated with gold. So what's coming up next in here? Oh, these earrings are super cool. This was interesting because this lady had a whole bunch of jewelry out, and she was a very good salesperson because she would quickly analyze what people were interested in and then go and get everything like that and bring it to them. And she had a whole bunch of stuff that hadn't been brought out yet. It was just sitting in her car, and it wasn't really part of her regular display, but it was in these little frames that were, they had cellophane that made like a vacuum seal from both sides. They were like seal annealed into these little picture frames, and so you could just boom real fast, see what she had. Interesting. So I think Tanya had talked about doing a system like that or something similar to that while she was selling at one point. And man, that's a cool way to view a lot of pieces really fast and keep them from getting all jumbled up as well. But yeah, she brought these over to me after I bought a couple things. She's like, oh, what do you think about these? I'm like, I love them. I think they're fantastic. Big, bold, looks like a sunflower theme. That's what I'm going with. Just really, really awesome. What can I say? Nice and lightweight too. All right, thanks, Francis. I will take care of that. I have a couple invoices to send out tonight for things that people bought from last night's pre-sale. So I will send those off. But yeah, those were great. Super cool. What else? Oh, I'll be polishing this one up, so note the transformation of this nice sterling silver and marcasite. Looks like a blue, probably like a blue spinel, but probably a synthetic actually. But how's that blue spinel or almost a blue zircon look? This is pretty rad. Nice. Looks like a Tahitian gray pearl. In this nice thick setting. Not sure who made that one, man. I am sorry about the color is fabulous. Thank you, Elizabeth. Sorry about those nails. Oh, wow. And copper. This is actually cool. It's cool and it's really comfortable. It looks a little bit funky. But interestingly, I think it was shaped that way intentionally to fit the knuckle, the wrist knuckle. Because when I put it on, it sits right on my wrist knuckle. It's contoured and it just sits right. Like that little custom contour in there. And it doesn't matter, you can reverse it. Same thing. It's got that little, it doesn't work as well that way. All right. So yeah, I thought that was really, really pretty cool. Yeah, thanks, Painted Pony. Yeah, I was surprised that it fit so well. Like, I'm not really into copper jewelry, but maybe I'll sport that one. This one's just copper. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm a little bit into copper because I've been sporting that silver and copper one for quite a while. Yeah, it's beautiful, and I think the inside, it looks like they had put fingernail polish on the inside, or that. I don't know if there's supposed to be some kind of coating you can put on the inside of copper so it's not reactive on your skin. But yeah, there's some kind of stuff on the inside of that. Oh, okay. This was really awesome. Very easily overlooked. To me, quite obviously a marriage. I have this, it looks like brass and glass necklace. And someone fashioned this necklace with this pendant on here. I turned green, says Elizabeth. Yeah. All right, we did that with Mom's copper pieces so we could avoid the greenies. Yeah, I've heard that. People nail polish them. But yeah, check this out. Beautiful Victorian pendant. Fixed on this. I feel like just taking it apart right now. I'm still amazed that someone made that. I mean, someone took a lot of time to do that. So, and I believe this was an old marriage. I don't think this was something that was done recently. But the pendant is 9-karat gold. You can see marked down inside here is 9-karat. And I don't know what kind of little horns these are. They almost look like amber, which is crazy. So I haven't really looked at them that close, but whatever they are, they're pretty beautiful. The guy that I bought them from said crab claw. I'm like, yeah, they look like they were made to mimic a crab claw, but I'm not so sure. But just how cool. Baby deer horns, tiny goat horns. You know, maybe if they're a tiny animal, maybe like some kind of gazelle or something, or a water buffalo has a horn that color. But I don't know. I guess I could do a Google image search and see what it is. But pretty fantastic Victorian piece. Yeah, right here. Oh wow, right here on the backside, that almost looks like black coral. Right here. So, I don't know. Have to do a little black lighting and a little bit more investigation on that. So, I was pretty stoked on that. Kind of rare to find something like that just out there sitting on a table. Or jet. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm definitely going to get in there and be looping it and rubbing it and smelling it. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. All right, this one was kind of a mystery to me. Oh, a couple more nice little earrings. Oh, and some beads. Oh, squirrel. Look at that. Loki, you shouldn't go in there right now, bro. Sorry. Yeah, it's full of what I just put in there. There you go. You can sit on that. Yeah, sit on the tray. It's empty. You match it. He's okay with that. He wanted to get in the light box, but it's full of all the stuff I just put in there. Yeah, I'm going to take a little picture of that. No, Loki. Sorry, buddy. He'll go in there and make a little bed and bulldoze it all out of there. Oh my goodness. Wow, that sounds like foreplay. And then Tama says, Google says those are dick horns. It's warm in there, says Francis. It's warm in here, Francis. Ay. Dick horns. What the heck's a dick? I mean, that didn't help any. Yeah, Mad Libs all over again. What's going on here? Stop blowing it up here. The vibe's just been set now. Can't be turned back. Oh yeah, check these earrings out. What? Very nice little dainty turquoise buttons. Dik is a small African antelope known for its distinctive dik alarm call. Oh no, an elongated snout. It gets worse. They're found in bushlands. It's even worse. No. Stop. What are you doing, Tama? Tama, you're a real troublemaker. You know what? Someone time out Tama, would you? They're tiny. No, see, it's too late. Never mind. It's already too late. Okay, those are great earrings. Whatever. Dick. Get in the box. They're tiny too. Not tiny, not dick, but freaking awesome. Dude. Take the stone out of this. Well, gosh. We'll have boring Mad Libs if we do, right? I love stamp work, so trying to get us off that subject with beautiful earrings, right? Man, I love stamp work. And look at the stamp work on this. A plus in my book. Look at all the different techniques going on in here. I don't know if that's overlay or applique going on. And then the nice little bead works, all those little beads soldered in there. That shadow box type overlay effect with that oxidized matte finish behind it. What the? Wow. This is just a fantastic ring, I gotta say. Yeah. Tanya, do you remember which turquoise this is? Royston. When we were on that private pick that we went on, the 5-hour pick, where Doug is going to put all this stuff in the stores. Hello, CJ. Welcome in. The ring is fantastic. Yeah, I think that she had a set with this. And I think that she said that it was Royston. And that was the first time that I had heard someone identify that stone. And, you know, she could be wrong. She could be right. I don't know. But she had an extensive lapidary knowledge, but we also had some things that she also said some things that I didn't necessarily agree with, but I say things all the time. I make mistakes all the time when I'm saying things, so whatever it is, it's fabulous. The whole ring is just fabulous. Love that shank. Look at that hammered shank. What can I say? Unclaimed, unsigned, but a very, very distinct look. Man, wow. And this one, okay, this is a first on me. I had to buy these because I didn't know. I remember seeing a stuffed one in the collection when I was growing up. Nice. Tama, is it a 9 or a 10? Tama, that's a good question. This was a first, so I had to buy them. I had to buy them so I could figure it out. Like, those look like they're amber. That's a 7.5. Back off, Nancy and Tama. That's a 7.5, so that should help someone somewhere. But yeah, this fetish necklace, man. What the actual heck is going on here? Looks good to me. I don't really need to inspect it much more. It's looking like amber. Dang, I don't have any of my diagnostic stuff here, so can't even hit it with the UV and see if it glows. But I'll be seeing. It's either a really nice plastic fetish necklace, or it's an amber fetish necklace, which that will be the first one that I've had. So there you go. I don't think I showed the clasp on that. So, no, it's too light, Tanya. Yeah. And it could be a good fake amber, you know, some of that, like a good lucite or something. That tortoiseshell lucite. Yeah, but I had to buy it just to find out. I wanted to take the chance on it, and it wasn't cheap either, so you know, the guy didn't even know, but he knew enough that, same as me, he hadn't seen one. He's like, I don't know, I'm not sure what that is. I thought it might be amber, but these were also great. Beautiful. Beautiful turquoise, nice, graduated. My mom was friends with a rich man named Brockhouse. He was a hunter and had quite a large collection of taxidermied animals. Yeah, Rhonda. I grew up with a lot of taxidermied animals. So I grew up in an area that was a lot of taxidermy. Yeah, I think it is DTR. And I think just looking at the turquoise, that's something that's becoming more and more distinguishable to me, is some of that turquoise that you only see in J. King pieces. So kind of like the ring from yesterday, I think this necklace shows some of the same qualities, some very unique pieces of turquoise. I actually wish I knew more about J. King's sources, like his source mines, to identify some of those pieces, because they got to be out there. Oh. Was that it? Okay. I thought there was something else here, but I guess that's it. The amber. Oh, the big turquoise ring. Where's the big turquoise ring? I was wearing that around earlier. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh. He owns the mines. Yeah, Tanya. Yeah, he owns the whole. That's what the lady that we had the pick with was talking about, how he has his own mines. There it is. It's been right there the whole time. Kind of like that one. So comfortable that I forgot it was there. I try not to buy anything that comes from an animal or bird. Rhonda, you know what? I can respect that. I get it. All right. Yeah, this thing's fantastic. And I actually did wear this a lot of the day. I stuck it on my other pinky. And wore that sucker around. Yeah, that's beautiful. Big old stone in that. And let's see. That one's just got a little etched in signature. And that one's a little bit larger. About a 7.5. Fantastic stone on that. Nice big one. Not sure if that's a good bar fight ring, but it's a big one. Okay. I do believe that is it. So, yeah, look for the video dropping tomorrow. How long have you been selling, Doug? Francis, I have been selling since the late 1990s. Yeah. Started selling on eBay in 1998. My original eBay user ID was called the Jewel Collection. And it's still out there, just hasn't been active for a long time. And yeah, been selling since way back when. Thank you, Rhonda. Did I sell the DB? I'm not remembering what the DB is. Nancy, which DB is that? How long have you? I bet. You can have the necklace. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. Yes. Yes, Nancy, I did. I did indeed. Yeah, the Dragon's Breath and a couple other pieces sold as well. So, well, thank you, Elizabeth. And thank you, Carrie, as well. So, yeah, look for the video on these to drop tomorrow. And, yeah, if they're not available beforehand, they'll come up on Wednesday during my regular sale. So, Tanya got that. Actually, Nancy. Yeah. I felt like I owed one. I felt like I owed one to Tanya. So I asked her if she was interested in that one. So, yep. Tanya got it. Yep. Sorry. Sorry, ladies. Yeah, so look for these pieces to come up. Look for that video to drop tomorrow. It does have some pretty good Alameda action. I think it does anyways. I recorded stuff, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to edit it. Or I do like a raw edit, where I just plug every clip in and give it auto transitions and plug in a little bit of, put a little thing at the back, and that's it. And then it just goes out there. So if there's something that's a little bit awkward in there, That's because I just dropped the raw footage into the video. So, just so you know. What did I miss? What did CJ say? How did I get number 1 when I just popped in? CJ, that's a good question. And do I have the things going? Do I have the little, I can't see on this, but I haven't done anything to be at number 1. CJ, I don't know what that means, but you're number 1. Congratulations. And 33 people here hanging out. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all being here. If you have a favorite piece, go back on this live after it's published and I'll leave a little comment. Let me know what that favorite piece was. And definitely check out the video tomorrow. You can leave a comment there as well. Do you have a crown, CJ? Nah. Yeah, there's a couple people here that should have crowns. Because you're awesome, CJ, says Carrie. All right, good night. Good night, Nancy, and good night, everyone. Thank you again for being here. I can't wait to see you again soon. Maybe I will pop on. Maybe I will pop on before Wednesday if things work out. Any pre-sales for members? Rhonda, on yesterday's group, pre-sales, yes. On this group, no. Yeah, so look at yesterday's video for the pre-sale items. And these ones will be coming up on a live where everyone's going to get a fair shot at them. So have a good night, everybody. I don't know. Is there somebody else on right now? Somebody else that we can go raid? Because I would love to do that. I don't have my secondary device, so I can't really go check and see. But I'm willing to hang out for a couple minutes here. And oh, Lily says, good night, everybody. Oh. Here's Lily, everybody. Yeah, good old girl. Oh, geez. What do you got on your head there, Lily? Oh, hi. Oh, she's purring. Yeah, if anybody else is live and any of the mods here want to drop a link, go for it. Otherwise, I'm going to call it a night. Call it a night and catch y'all soon. No, everyone East Coast going to bed. Yeah, right. All right, East Coasters, have a good night. West Coasters, if there's somebody else on, I probably won't catch you there because I think I'm going to bed too. Yeah, it's been a long day. So you'll see a lot of that day in tomorrow's video. So thanks again, everybody. Steph says Painted Pony. All right. Tanya just dropped one. Tanya just dropped the link. I think that's for Steph. So there you go. Follow that link, everybody. And let's go. Tea at Nana's is live. Was that the link you just dropped, Tanya? If that is, then check that out. Let's go see Tea at Nana's. And if Steph is still on, let's check Steph out as well. So have a great night, everybody. Thanks again for being here. Peace.